My name is Catherine Gallant. I'm the co-founder of Dances by Isadora. In 1989, Patricia Adams and I started the group as a way to perform and to continue our learning within the Duncan technique and repertoire. In the Duncan work, we think of focus, not just with the focus of the eyes, but the focus through the body, traveling through the body from the center, the central focus of the sternum, of the solar plexus, out through the limbs and into space. We practice this virtuosic flow throughout our work so that the eye is internal. During this strange and unusual time, we've decided to create some short teaching videos with a particular focus on the signature movements and sequences in the Duncan technique. Today, I'm speaking about focus and flow within the technique. I like to begin by identifying our center, and I do that by generating some heat and energy with the palms. And taking that heat, that warmth, and placing it on the upper chest, on the sternum, the area Duncan identified as the solar plexus. Releasing that area, melting that spot, and engaging all the possibilities for the range of movement that can release back and in, and that can send forward and back, can send out into the upper space. It can also determine side. There's a circular energy and possibility through the center. We often think of an actual eye emanating from this spot. And we have the ability not only to see out, but also to see the interior space of the body, traveling through the interior out into the periphery, out, extending out from the center to the extreme reaches of the kinesphere. That eye within the traveling informs our movement and creates a sensitive palette that we can draw from when we're actually inside the dances. So the virtuosity within the Duncan work is different. It's a virtuosity of flow, controlling the flow, sensing the flow, changing and shifting throughout the body into the space to the audience. Unlike classical technique, there are no multiple turns, high extensions, or long balances on one support. Our virtuosity is the ability to feel the energy, take it into the body parts from the center, extending out, and that traveling through the center out. What is that sequencing? Often the focus, whether it's the focus in the sternum, the focus of the actual eyes, the eyes in the palms, the eyes on the outside of the arm or the inside of the arm, the eye in the knee, all of those multiple focus possibilities are always in play. And how we shift and change from one to another is our special Duncan virtuosity. Today, I'd like to examine a stretch that was taught to me by Julia Levine. This is called the horizon stretch. So I take that eye in the sternum and it looks forward. the eye in the palm, my own eyes, and then it closes as I reach down. From here, there's an eye in each vertebra that begins to open as it comes up through the center and spills back into a long horizontal reach and releases over. And it goes to the other side. Seeing with the sternum, with the inside of the arm, with the eye in the palm, closes. The knees stretch, and I feel a tremendous pull up from the earth, out, thinking of this as a fountain, out the fingertips. It spills back. I bend the back knee to get that horizontal stretch and release. Eyes in the palms, the eye of the sternum, the eyes in the head are floating and traveling throughout the body. I'd like to show another example of how focus and flow influences our stretching. This is a traditional part of a class work called the Nagi stretch. I begin by sending all of the focus forward through the tips of the fingers. And as I part the space, the eye in the sternum looks forward as my eyes look up, and I scoop the space up. All of the focus is shifting up, and as I release from the center, that brings the focus in. So the focus is always preceding the movement into space. See, open, reach up. See, open, reach up, scoop, hold the space just long enough to drain through the torso. Eyes in the elbows, eyes in the wrists, in the palm, eyes on the side of the ribs, eyes between the scapular bones, along the spine, an eye in the top of the head, looking one way as the eyes in the palms look the other. Multi-focus.